Welcome back to my channel. My name is April and I'm the owner of Make It Rain. I help equine businesses make it rain with success online. I do videos on tips, tutorials, and sometimes some fun equine products that I love, especially like books or any just fun products. Today's topic, I wanted to talk about LinkedIn and how to get started. Like, what are the top 5 things you need to do when you already have a profile, but maybe you haven't really put a lot of attention to it. And now that LinkedIn is one of the really great places to be because there is a lot of opportunity for organic traffic. Like just the other day I was on there and I saw a post from like 3 weeks ago, and it's like constantly seeing these older posts, but they're still showing up in my feed. Like, you don't really see that in a lot of places now. So it's definitely, if you want organic traffic, if you really want to connect out to business people that are around your industry, it's a really great opportunity for that as well. So the first things first is fill out your profile completely. Like, don't leave anything blank, or don't skip a section. Make sure you're doing your summary. Make sure you have a good profile picture, not like a profile picture that you've cut yourself out and put in there like you had somebody else in there, but you cropped them out. Don't do that. And you can also even do your cover image now. I did mine where I have my logo, and I might even pop it up in here. My logo and another photo of me, and then all my other social media platforms that you can find me on. And I try to make it still look professional as possible, because LinkedIn is the business platform. And then you want to make sure there's a little headline underneath your name, and you can actually edit that. And you want to make sure that you're editing that to show that what you really are. Are you a CEO? Are you a podcast host? Are you a virtual assistant? What are you? And just put it right underneath that. Because usually a lot of times it just automatically posts what you had put in your resume the last. And a lot of questions come up like, what do I put in my profile? Do I put in if you're a contractor, do I put in my corporate work or what I did before or all this stuff? It's, you can. And I've left all my corporate work because a lot of that entails into what I'm doing now because of how much experience I've had in all these other departments. And I wasn't always doing what I'm doing now in the corporate world, but I did a little bit before, and I kind of continued to do it while I was at the corporate job. But it just kind of shows that your experience in other tasks too. The second thing is, if you are a business or you own a business and you're a contractor or a freelancer, but you run under your own business or your own title, make sure you're creating a business page. And if you want to know how to do this, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a video on how to do that. But you want to have that because not only it looks professional, not only like you have that little building thing that just looks great and it doesn't look appealing, aesthetically appealing. So it's good to have your business logo or whatever right there in that image so you can create that page that goes along with it. And people can also follow you on your page, and you can also post your content to that page, and they'll have your website. And if you have any employees or such, even if you're a small business, it'll show up there if they say that they work there. And then the third one is connect with people. You want to connect with as many people as possible, especially in your industry. For equine businesses, maybe you're interested in being published in a horse magazine. I know I am. That's one of my goals. And so I connected with a lot of people that work at horse magazines, and I connected with a lot of people that, are just in the equine industry, all around together. And then of course I still have my connections from the corporate world, and I'd like to say I had those there for backup or if I need to give recommendations or such. And that kind of leads me on to my fourth tip, and that is leave recommendations. If you want recommendations, you've got to leave recommendations. Just give, and then you will receive. Because I know we always want to reach out to people like, can you give me a recommendation? But even if you post on somebody else's profile, it'll still show up that you gave them that recommendation. They're like, oh, who is this person? And they can still click back to your profile. So even getting your name on other accounts, but you're actually giving good tips or recommendations, then it's still a good thing. It's still leading back. It's just like, with SEO and Google and how that you're giving yourself authority by being on multiple websites. It's good in that way. It's not the same thing, but it's very similar. And then my last tip would be post your content. Like, you probably already have tons of content from your Facebook, your Instagram, or Pinterest, or YouTube, whatever it is, post that. You know, make it to where it's gonna fit on LinkedIn, and then put it on there. So you could even post a blog post. They post it as articles. You could put your full blog post there, or maybe you put only part of it and say you want to read the full one, go back to the website. It's up to you. I'm still experimenting with that, which is going to be working best. Right now I'm just putting full blog posts up there, but that's really up to you on how you want to do that. And it's just making sure you're getting your content out there. And people are like, how, like, do I make it businessy? Do I change it around? That's really up to you. It's still kind of an experiment. I know Gary Vee was saying that his comics are actually doing really well on LinkedIn. And it's just, you gotta, you know, put out there what the people want. You can't just think, oh, it's a business platform, they're gonna want it super professional. I mean, don't be too silly in the posts, I would assume, but you still want to put your information out there. So don't hesitate to put it out there. Well, that's all the tips I have for you today, but if you want more information on LinkedIn, make sure you leave a comment below. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.